This is the Grind to Greatness, episode 42. So let's just get stuck right into the session. I'm showing you guys here the dynamic warm-up that I'm doing. This takes around 5 minutes, probably very easy, very simple, and it's a great way to make sure that you limit your injuries, make sure that you don't pull anything, although that's ironic because I've actually been having a little bit of a quad strain the past couple days, but it's definitely not from a lack of warming up. I think it's just me coming back from my injury. But the plan for this session today was, as you've seen in the title, a midfielder training session. So I worked on some of my mid-range passing, a lot of fake shots, and dribbling as well. So I'll let these dynamics run through and we'll hop straight into some juggling. You'll see with the juggling, I spent about 15 minutes throughout this whole session just trying to get an around the world because that's something that I just like to throw into my sessions as a little bit of a challenge, although recently it's been not much of a challenge because I've gotten better at it, obviously, as I've practiced more. But for some reason during this session, I was feeling super sluggish and it just was not coming to me at all. But I did persevere, I did get through it, I did manage to eventually get the around the world. So I'll let all those failures run through and we're getting stuck right into the session. And there we go. Finally managed to get it. Even though the control wasn't that great, I was just completely over it at this point, and I wanted to get on with the rest of the session. Didn't want to waste all of my time trying to get that stupid around the world. So I set up the Ronaldinho drill, which you guys saw a couple episodes ago, if you did see that episode, and just ran through this drill a few times. I was really trying to focus on being deceptive and making a lot of changes of direction as well as using both of my feet and just trying to be overall more creative. As if you guys have been following along, you know that that's something that I do struggle with quite a bit in my dribbling, and I need to work on that quite a lot. And this drill got me gassed for sure, but it was really fun, really good, and I'm glad I did it. So there were those couple of sets wrapped up there, and I just packed up those cones and now headed straight into some just unrestricted free dribbling, trying to visualize defenders coming at me and be creative as possible. The visualization part of this drill is extremely important because if you're just dribbling with no purpose, then I don't really see where it would help your game that much aside from improving your technical ability, which also gets improved when you add in the visualization aspects. It still gets improved as well. So visualizing defenders coming at you, what you would do in that specific situation, is a way to make it feel as though you're not training individually, even though you are. This also works a lot on conditioning, as I'm going at max speed here, and I eventually slow down even probably about halfway through because of just how tired I'm getting. I usually don't do too many reps of this because it is very tiring and I have to take a couple minute break, or at least 1 minute break usually, between each rep. So did a few reps of this and then we hop straight to some passing afterward. So that was the dribbling portion of the session done, and now I just moved into this one passing drill for the rest of the session. I took out one of my mini nets that I recently got for my job, but I'm just going to use that for myself as well. But I actually ended up forgetting the stakes to keep it in place. I thought that I could use my backpacks, but you'll see after this first couple reps that it was not working at all. So eventually I just decided to use cones in the net instead of the mini net. But essentially this drill is just doing a fake shot after shifting the ball to the side, and then passing the ball into the gate, pretending that I am breaking the lines of the defense. And I probably did this drill for around 15 to 20 minutes. I also ended up just putting all 3 cones in a straight line because the V formation kind of was making the cutback awkward. Toucher's got to be bigger. Too big. Oh. Big. What the hell? And there was the end of the session there. That was the last rep. Now, obviously, you guys cannot forget you need to stretch at the end of your sessions, even if it's just for 10 minutes. This will help you make sure that you stay loose after your session, make sure you don't tighten up your muscles, help prevent injuries, and it'll just make you feel a whole lot better after your sessions.
Today, I could tell I was pretty in my head, but I've been learning some psychological skills to implement when I go through adversity, like today's session with the around the worlds, and I don't know, I just felt really sluggish and not good. And it's good that I got practicing with those psychological skills. I think they, I wasn't perfect, obviously, but it's all about changing your mindset and how you view yourself, self-perspective. And I tried it. It didn't work 100% of the time, but I think it benefited me. And I'll keep doing that in the future. And they only get better and better. They're called psychological skills for a reason. You get better at them the more you use them. Just gonna pick up these cones and do one more stretch. I need the goalpost for. Well, I don't need it, but it's better with the goalpost so that I can lean against it, just to stretch out my hip flexors.
And there we go, guys. That was the true end of the session there. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.